Will crown our next PGA Championship winner. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Happy to be here calling all the action. Frank, what is the mindset for this final major of the season?
Oh, I think it's taken a long time to get here, but it's well-deserved, Rich. When you think of the luster of the Wanamaker Trophy, winners like Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth of recent, but Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Lee Trevino, the list goes on and on. The fourth major, some say the defining major of the year, but played at a golf course that we're well used to now. So I'm looking forward to it, Rich.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Teeing it up here at the second hole, Frank, it's a short par 3.
Yeah, it plays a little bit downhill, about half a club, Rich. There's a sort of shallow bunker in that back area, and also that green starts to reduce in size on the left side. Good par 3.
Here we go. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. That's an important birdie right there, into the top 5 on this leaderboard.
Well, there's so much at stake this week, Rich.
Frank, here at the third, players facing a challenging tee shot.
For a number of reasons, Rich. One, that the hole bends to the left. 2, that the fairway starts to run out. And 3, the length of the second shot. You get rewarded the better you hit your tee shot down here.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Really good play off the tee, at least 300 yards and in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
You're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie now in second.
Frank, this is a muscular par 4 here at just under 490 yards, the fourth at Quail Hollow. A difficult proposition.
It is, but fortunately that tee shot plays a little downhill. But one of the difficulties with the tee shot is the fairway kicks from right to left. So it needs a good one to keep it on the fairway, and another green that has 3 different levels.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. That is some good work right there. Birdie, one shot closer to the lead. Now to the first par 5 here at Quail Hollow, the 5th hole. It's 570 yards, and it would seem, Frank, that this tee shot sets up well for a guy like Rory McIlroy.
It does. Someone that hits it long and moves the ball right to left, and that's what you're going to have to do here. One of the main reasons for that is not necessarily the dog leg, but the fact that the fairway, Rich, slopes away from you. It slopes to the right and away. So that makes that tee shot so much more difficult.
Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's that sneaky distance.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
So a tester from 4 feet. So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship. The season's final major championship is about to get underway here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, as we look at the field for this PGA Championship, this golf course favors what kind of player?
Good drivers of the golf ball, Rich. The first time they had the event actually at Quail Hollow when it was a regular tour event, David Toms won, who was one of the straightest drivers of the ball. Rory McIlroy's won twice around here, obviously one of the premier drivers of the golf ball. J.B. Holmes We know he's long, but also amazingly straight for that length. Ricky Fowler on a good day is a great driver of the golf ball. That's really what Quail Hollow not only requires, but demands. He was a little over-ambitious.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Yet another birdie and yet another tie at the top of the leaderboard.
Now set to tee off at the 6th. It is a long par 3, 250 yards.
We could take a little bit off for the downhill, but whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a beefy par 3. Protected on the left by that front bunker, and if you sort of scoot one long, there's another bunker over there as well.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that second shot.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5 7th.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Here's a putt for eagle. Racking him and stacking him. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par 4s, like the 8th here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some might say, but the angle of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think the reward for hitting a driver is try and sort of aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is a beauty, a real beauty. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present final round coverage of the PGA Championship. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank, that one is long, and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors?
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Birdie try up next. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. That shot falls for a birdie. Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two, really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
Staring at the approach now at the par 4 11th. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Here we are now at the 12th, and Frank, this is a beautiful but dangerous hole, par 4.
It is in a number of ways. The hole bends gently to the right, which you'd think would favour a nice little fade, but the fairway just seems to shrink up. I've seen this fairway missed by so many good players. And plus its yardage, 450 odd. You can't really lay back too far, otherwise you've got too long for your second shot.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
And he's made it onto the green now. And getting ready for the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight.
Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with the win right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts. In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong three-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard three-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Oh, another one goes in.
Now at the par 5, 15th hole, 577 yards. Frank, you remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010, that final round, 62?
I certainly do, Rich. That was an amazing run on the second 9. And holes like this, too. He just stood up here with a driver and just obliterated it down there with a nice draw. Took those bunkers out of play and just set up a mid-iron.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So close, just a tap in from there. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
120 yards. Frank, going back to 1961 when this golf course was open, several different designers have put their imprint on it.
That's why there's this great collection of holes, Rich, and I think that's why when you look at this golf course in complete overview, it becomes a great driving golf course. I think you see that when you first step on the tee, plus these collection of greens. And I think that's all the meetings of the minds. There's no real flat surfaces. There's little pockets. Each green has its own identity. You put it all together and you've got this wonderful test.
The original designer, George Cobb, Arnold Palmer made a few modifications in the mid-1980s, and then Tom Fazio came in with a redesign back in 97, and then again, as the modern game exploded with distance, 2003. This is a good-looking shot.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area. Just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. That is another laser right at the flagstick to win the PGA Championship. Good putt. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.